Hey, it's Jag, and I'm still building. Are we there yet?
Yeah.
All right, well, the submission deadline is passed, the judging deadline is upon us, and I'm still building. I don't have disappointment about that. As I said a video or two ago, I'm much happier just taking my time and enjoying this process. So I did do a super edit of everything I've done up to this point, and I posted it so people can see where I'm at. As I said, I'm going to continue building. That's what I'm going to do today. I definitely will be back for the GGBO next year. This was so fun, and as I say, first time I've built a guitar completely from scratch. And now I know what it takes, so I will be prepared and can have a plan. Doing my super edit, looking through everything I have done over the last 6 or 7 months. It was really interesting to put that together and see that without all the extra talking and extra things in there, and just see the build from beginning to now. It's really given me a lot of ideas on how I can streamline this and do it quicker next year. I'm not going to go into that too much right now. So as I said in my last video, I have a little bit of cleanup to do on the arm carve of the body here, and I need to shape the neck pocket and the relief carve. And you can see I have marked in where I'm going to do this carve. As I said, I was going to go a little wider with the relief carve because this is the part that gets in the way of my hand. What I'm going to start with today is the neck, though. I said that the neck was pretty much there, and it is, but I've sat with it for about a week now. I actually just took it in, and I've just kind of held it, you know, while I've been playing my other guitars. I would play that, and then I would go check the feel of this or hold this neck and just kind of get a feel for it. I do still really like the thickness, and it still feels really good in my hand. There are some things I've noticed. I did feel during the GGBO-a-thon that I was rushing a few things, and fortunately on the neck I didn't mess up. What I did was I left a little too much. So in feeling it, it still needs some fine tuning up here at the transition to the headstock. It's pretty good down until you get down to about the 15th fret, 14th or 15th fret, and then there's a bit of a hump right here. So what I'm going to do is take this and go from the headstock down to the heel, and just make sure that this is all even and straight, sort of refaceting. I have checked it, and it tapers really uniformly, so it's pretty good, and I should get it there pretty quickly. Also, the high side is pretty even. On the low side, it humps up in the middle here. It's about right down at the heel and about right up at the neck here. But it kind of arcs up like this. I'm just going to make sure this is nice and straight and everything's rounded well. And I think that's going to be a great feeling neck. I've checked the neck with my profile gauge. I actually got a new profile gauge, one of these Saker ones. They were not too expensive. I had one of the old ones with the metal pins, but it was really tight, and I've never really liked to use it because the metal pins and the tightness of the profile gauge, I always thought could scratch or damage a neck. I just never really felt comfortable using it. So I got one of these, and what's really nice is the lock, so that when you get your profile in, you can lock that profile, so you got it to refer to. The other thing is I got a 10-inch wide one, so I could do 3 profiles on it and check it. This is the neck profile at the 1st fret. This is it at the 12th, and this is just randomly in the middle about the 8th or maybe 9th fret. This is the low side of the neck, and this is the high side. And as I said, you can see that it's still a little bit fatter, especially down around the 12th fret, and on the high side it's really uniform all the way. So as I say, I've got a little finessing to do. If you don't have one of these plastic profile gauges, get one. It works great. Speaking of rushing, the body is nice and flat and even. I've checked it with my calipers all the way around, and it's an even thickness all the way around. But I do think I kind of rushed through when I was sanding the top. It's really great up here, but I kind of ended up dishing it just a little bit, just up here. It just kind of dips down a little bit there. I think I'll call that the reverse arch top. There, see, I meant to do that. At any rate, I don't think that's going to be really too big an issue or problem. The overhang for the neck and the pickup surround actually go over that spot, so it won't be noticeable. It's just there. I could let it bug me if I want to, but I'm not going to. This, as I say, is the first one I built from scratch, and I'm really happy with what I've done. So I'm going to get on to finessing the neck now. All right, well, I have finished getting the neck to the shape that I like. Still a little wider in the cheeks. I'd rather leave that and have to thin it down again later than go too far and not be able to do anything about it. So now I'm ready to start doing the sanding. I'm going to start with some 80 grit, and that will probably take these cheeks down a little bit too. I'm going to go down each side before I start going over the whole top. That's 80 through 400 on the neck. I have finalized the shape. It's feeling really fantastic. I mean, it keeps getting better. You know, I've done this, 3 times now and said I love the feel of it. And every time I love it more. I'm tempted to do more, but no, this is just feeling great. I'm going to be doing a boiled linseed oil finish on the neck. I haven't sanded the headstock. There's still some tooling marks up here and around the edges, and I haven't fine sanded the heel up yet. But the neck itself is where it's going to be until I put the boiled linseed oil on. My plan for that is I'm going to wet sand the oil in, probably 2 coats at 600. And then 2 to 4 coats at 800, and possibly go up to 1,000. I'm not sure. This is already feeling so good to me. I don't know, but that will be my plan. So boiled linseed oil on the neck. There's the look at it. It's nice and flat, no dips or divots. It's just fantastic. It just feels great looking at it like this. It's reflecting back the camera to me. So. Just loving it. Now I know sanding a neck can take pretty close to a whole day, but it's feeling great. So that's going to be it for this video. Probably a short one once I edit it all together. I didn't film a lot of the sanding on this. You've seen plenty of that kind of thing before. The neck is pretty close to done, as I say. I just need to final sand and get the tooling marks and things off. I probably will do that on the next video. I really want to get to the body and doing that relief carve and fixing up the arm carve and the heel contour. That's going to be what I do in the next video after I finalize the neck completely, other than level and crown and polish the frets. So obviously the GGBO competition is closed. I didn't finish this guitar before it. I'm happy. I am having such a great time doing this. I can't wait till the next GGBO. I will have a plan and know what I'm doing. So it will go a lot faster and a lot smoother. I will say that I haven't drastically messed anything up on this guitar. Yes, a few things I had to recover from, but overall, this guitar is really turning out great. So thanks for watching. Keep coming back. I will be finishing this guitar sometime soon, hopefully before the end of the year. I'd like to say before the end of November, but we're going to start the renovations on the electronics shop probably over the next week or two. So sometime before the end of the year, for sure, this guitar will be done and the electronics shop will be restored and ready to go. I have lots of plans for what I want to do down there for the cold part of the winter. Speaking of which, I came out here today, November 4th. It was about -6 when I got up this morning. I came out here and my thermostat up on the wall said it was 0 degrees in here. Turned on my electric heater and I have a propane heater. I'm up to 18 degrees in here now. Outside it's probably a couple of degrees above 0. So pretty chilly start to the day, but nice and cozy now. Hopefully I can continue with that, at least keep it above 10 degrees in here until I'm done this guitar. The cold part of the winter usually doesn't hit until toward the end of December, but it still can get down to -15, -20 before that. And it might be difficult keeping it warm enough in here to work, but we'll see what happens. So again, like I say, thanks for watching. Stick with me to the end of this. I'd love for you all to see it. And until the next video, we'll see you.